act like they made us. You know I'm icy in Vegas. This for the that hate us. I make a lot of new money. When the not save us. Be liking my flavor. I think it's cause. All the rest. Watch out, cuz. I never switch. I never switch. I never switch. I never switch. Ice in the wrist. Ice in the wrist. Ice in the wrist. Ice in the wrist. Ice in the wrist.
Coach, thanks. We're about 12 miles south of the future home of the Chargers at the current home of the Chargers, and that's Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Tonight, we wrap a busy first week of the season with a second of two on a Monday night between the Pittsburgh Steelers and our home team. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return. This one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, set, 60 or. Protein spill. Get that ball, let's go.
Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Recon, 132 fighter.
March 49. You can't block me.
5.
He'll have a first down past the 40. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Washington, 75 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Set, what? 6 yards. Check. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. 61. Let's watch. Right.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got Gordon open, completes it. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Not able to go anywhere that time. Second down. Now a first carry from Melvin Gordon. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. Devin Bush, the linebacker, was the one there in pass coverage. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Here's Grant. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over. There he goes, left side. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. James Washington, 94 yards. And the Steelers get the quick strike touchdown. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say this is what the problem is? Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too. They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Switch. Slam. Jack Rabbit.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. This is Gordon on the dump off. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
Is that not the very definition of a tough yard gain?
Now, is that one where as the receiver you go to your quarterback and say, why'd you even throw that?
Yeah, I think you do, and I think you wonder what type of a route are you going to send me on that only 1 yard's going to be the result? If I'm going to go in there and take contact, let's go and get something out of it, not just 1 yard.
55. Slam. 22, Jet Bomber. 22, Jet Bomber.
On 2nd down, it's Gordon. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. A much different second drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they... been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found something here in the second one.
Well, he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Watch safety creep. 66.
2nd and 1. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
So on 4th down, Sean McVay going to send out the field goal unit. And his kick is good. And they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
Different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
Watch twins.
Off play action. Daniels. He's letting this one go for Fuller. That's caught at the 25. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Will Fuller, 79 yards. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on, so they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports.
Check safety, check safety.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. A big gain that time for the Chargers. 38 yards. He'll look to throw. He completes it to Henry. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it's a second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating there.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
On first down, Daniels. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
On second down now, it's Rodgers. Only 2 yards on the carry. That's going to set up a 3rd and long, 3rd and 15 to be exact.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
The Steelers send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is brought in at the 21. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Steps away to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A big play there for L.A. 63 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. On 1st down, here's Breida. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with second down coming up.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, we look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. It's a quarterback sneak, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. It's their quarterback taking it in, and the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. Point after, right down the middle, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
To throw on second down, Daniels. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
60 Pittsburgh.
First down, Steelers.
Oh, here we go.
And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
8, read.
Second and 6. At the 37.
They'll run. It's Rodgers. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. That's going to be caught, and he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Juju Smith-Schuster, 32 yards. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. Looking to throw. Open here, Adam Thielen. 7 yards there and a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Now he'll look to throw here on second and 10. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Now that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Running out of the gun here, Breida. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A loss of 2 there, second down. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They'll set up to throw. Looking for the out route, and he's got more. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Max 22, Max 22. Crunch time, defense. Go, go. Let it go.
They'll look to throw, escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Here's Logan Cook now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. He'll return it from the 6. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat...
And I think the ball's out. And this one's going to go out of bounds, so no recovery. But on 4th down, a change of possession anyway. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's got some space here. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 20, 10. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far, as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, this will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Back to throw here. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, but it's going to be second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Rush in. Rush in.
They'll drop to throw. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. He'll look to throw. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for L.A. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. This is Grant. Oh, he's got some breathing room. It's a foot race. The 40, 30, past the 20, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Corey Grant, 98 yards. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
They'll set up a throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big.
We got 4. Watch the edge. Undercut. Undercut.
They're going to look to throw. And he's got his target. That's more. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener. And it's a 1st down.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. A big play there. 50 yards. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. And he'll find his way in for 2. And we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking to throw. Daniels. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Off the play fake. Daniels. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done. I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, team 6.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
So on fourth down here, Mike Tomlin says, let's just get 3. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And his kick here is good. And that will make this now a 19-point advantage. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. That'll be complete to Breida. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Back to throw now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Better talk to your boy. I'm going to protect you.
A big loss on the play. Brings up second down.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. space. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. Give him 55 yards on the ground. Back to throw. Daniels looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki, but it'll be 2nd and goal. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Will Fuller. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the interception by the Steeler D leads to a touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back.
He's got a man, complete. That one goes for 30 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. They'll look to throw here. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd down and inches. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 23. Now back to throw. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row, I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I'll just figure there's something wrong with the football.
And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. From a yard out. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 19-point ball game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They will run with Grant. 6 yards, the pickup, and that's a first down.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about to run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Ready?
Off play action. Daniels. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. Well, this D, particularly the secondary, has been picked apart at points here tonight. They finally, though, get to the quarterback, get a pick.
And we know this about him. He loves night games, loves the spotlight, loves being the center of attention. I will bet you that he ran off the field almost chuckling to himself. They finally got one. They finally got me.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. He'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's brought down, but following a pretty juke move that gives him the 1st down. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. Back to throw. Flush to his right. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the...
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he's able to bring it out 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land.
And now a fumble. The ball's out, and picked up by the Chargers. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
All right, let's be frank. You hate the fumble at the end of the play, but prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end.
Looking to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. A gain there of 21 yards. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. 16 yards is the pickup there and a 1st down for L.A. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Buying time to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. And he's going to go down again. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And they're not going to get the kickoff in time. So that'll back them up 5. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason.